Aries, welcome to your love tarot reading. It's happening immediately. It's almost like immediate action required. Quite interesting, very fast moving energy. So welcome to the reading, Aries, dealing with the Aries, wherever you got Aries in your chart. With me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader for 10 till 15 March. General reading, take it as it resonates, dealing with the Aries. Immediate energy coming out there for you is the Three of Swords. Aries, you have gone through a lot. You have gone through a lot. Maybe, possibly not just in this connection, things in childhood, stuff like that. I feel like you're getting the clarity that you've been seeking all of your life. That's really what I'm getting for you. And it might be quite unexpected. I get a sense here that maybe somebody said something to you and you may have initially been very, very offended. Very hurt, very offended, how dare they? And then you may have gone home or on a road trip or whatever, gone about your day or your night. You thought about it, you're like, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. And I see that you've done this complete turnaround, doing better, looking better, just doing better. You've made peace with a situation here somehow. And so your heart is in that space now where you are actually very much ready for the real deal when it comes to love, and I'm going to actually say when it comes to life, very ready for the real deal. Okay, let's see what else we have. Aries, where in the world are you from? Where are we connecting from? I'm in South Africa. 10 of Wands. So yeah, there is an emotional release that is taking place here, and again it's within the connection itself, and it's quite interesting. I can't quite place it, but there is a emotional release that is taking place here in a beautiful, amicable way, and it's not necessarily a breakup. I can't quite place that. You're going to have to let me know in the comments what's going on over here. But I see you making peace with things the way that they are, and so maybe you and this person, you were like doing things on a certain way, and now you're doing them in a different way. Because I don't necessarily see you going separate ways. Okay? Now that might not be for everyone, but I don't necessarily see that. What has brought you to the space where you currently are? Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. So, sorry. I kind of get the sense there was like, there was multiple ways that you could go with this, but predominantly 2 or 3 ways. Some of those ways were not the healthiest ways, and you may have gone those unhealthy ways. Ghosting people, getting annoyed with the situation, feeling like a victim, feeling scared, all that sort of stuff. But then I see that you kind of, shall we say that you went the path of least resistance, which I actually feel is beautiful for both of you. Okay? Let's see what's happening in your crowning energy. So you've changed direction, and that change of direction is actually it's kind of brought you in this heart space where I feel your heart is open. But yes, it's been beneficial to the relationship, but I kind of feel that it's first and foremost been beneficial to you as a human being. Okay? Maybe you haven't loved yourself all that well. All right? And, anything that we do, we ghost people, we run away, that sort of things, that is typically a space of not loving the self so much. Okay? Typically. Energy that crowns you, 4 of Cups. Don't be open to new love. Don't be open to new possibilities. So you're really going to have to tell me what's going on over here. Because in the one sense, I see that the heart is healed. I see the releasing of the past. I see you possibly being with someone, maybe living out some time, stuff like that. But in the same token, Spirit is asking you to not be closed off to love. In actual fact, you might want to be open to love. All right? It could possibly be that you're dealing here with somebody that is maybe, passing, somebody that's moving away. Let's say you're from different countries and maybe you have to go back and you don't quite want to get married. Maybe you're in the same school, college, that sort of thing. But somehow you're getting to spend some time here together with this person. And I see that being beautiful, but simultaneously, take the beauty of the situation with you. Don't be like, it's not like a boys to men end of the road sort of situation. Okay? Or at least you don't want it to be. In your foundation, you've got the Magician energy, Mercury energy. So yes, I definitely see you being, becoming ready for something really dynamic here and something that you are deserving of. And also something that I kind of even feel that you want. A person, an energy may have come into your space, a situation, a circumstance. It could be a direct relation or connection or just what you saw maybe from a distance. And this could be that you saw something positive or something really toxic with someone else. But it's almost like it brought you to the awakening of what you do actually want. And so become ready for that. You know, and if you feel that maybe in your body you don't feel confident about this or that, and it's something that you can change, then go about changing that, you know. Immediate energy going forward. But also, you know, what I like is I see very positive self-talk coming about. Keep that up, okay? Two of Pentacles going forward. So there's definitely a positively changing situation here. So, you know, sort of like concluding something with someone, starting something else with someone new, possibly on your own. But I do see it being very healthy. Okay, I do see it being very healthy. So I would almost say like go with the flow, because you're going with a good flow at the moment. Overall energy of your reading, you came into your own reading. Overall energy, Emperor energy, Aries energy, new beginnings energy. So I kind of get the sense that it's almost like for a while you were you, but you weren't really you. You know what I mean? You were living this facade. You were living a mask. You were basically living in fear. And now I see you coming out of that fear, and there's a blessing from both you and the energy that you are currently dealing with. So I do see it being a healthy situation, a healthy goodbye. You know, it's very, very beautiful. I really like to see that. A healthy goodbye and a healthy hello and a new beginning, you know. If Source could write you a letter, the star energy, Aquarius energy. So you are definitely ready for a new deal. You are definitely ready for what your heart truly desires, you know. We can be with someone for a very long time, and it can be beautiful, it can be amazing, and you can build a beautiful life together and all of that sort of stuff, but it's not really essentially at the core of things what you really, really want. And so I see that you get into the space in the most high vibrational, positive way, getting to a space of what you really want and what you really need and what you're really worthy and deserving of. Okay? What you don't see coming, the Eight of Swords. Things are not going to be as challenging as you thought they're going to be. Okay? Things will not be as challenging as you thought they're going to be. That's a good one to know. Alright? Hopes and fears, turning point, Two of Wands. So you are definitely connecting with the one. That I can tell you pretty much very confidently. Okay? You're connecting with the one, you're making that connection with the one. Two people of equal energies coming together, possibly Aries and Aries. Okay? Quite possibly Aries and Aries, you know. It's like, you're crazy, I'm crazy, let's just be crazy together. Potential outcome, look at this. Beautiful divine growth. Beautiful divine growth. Okay? So that's quite beautiful. I really, really like that. If it resonates with you, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and say yes to it. Okay, let's clarify your reading. Look at, oh my goodness, look at what we have here. The Fool energy, new beginning, and the Magician energy. You can make it work. You can make it work, beautiful, beautiful Aries. Let's clarify your reading. If any of you are open to beautiful soul growth, check out the links for my courses down below in the description. They're beautiful. I'm very proud of what I do. Okay, so I'm just going to take the card that came up because there's a whole lot of other ones here, but this one came on my hand like this, in the upright position, the Star energy, okay? For the Temperance energy, where you came from. So again, I see that you started to take the right steps, the right focus. You may have been quite in avoidance mode there for a while. I'm too busy, I'm too that, I'm too overwhelmed, I'm too etc. Basically excuses. But now I see you moving away from that, more into what it is that you want, more into what it is that you need, more into what it is that you truly desire and what you are worthy of. Okay? Clarifying the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands in your current space. We've got the Temperance energy. Temperance energy is very, very prevalent because Temperance is there from what has brought you towards where you are and also where you currently are. So, I do see you sticking out the situation, but not sticking it out in a or living it out, not sticking it out in a sense that it's almost like a heavy burden to carry, you know. And whatever situation brought you towards where you currently are, I can see that it's still ongoing. You may actually be growing a lot closer to someone here towards, you know, the conclusion of your time together, realizing almost in a sense that you have to, it's like you have to heal something here, you know, in the beginning of the reading from childhood. So you may have initially been with someone because of a childhood wound, some trauma. So they were a beautiful sense of escapism for you. You know, they were a safe haven for you to grow. And, you know, it doesn't mean that that is wrong. It doesn't mean that that is wrong in the slightest. In actual fact, it's quite beautiful. But, you know, it's like one of those things where within the soul itself, there is also the desire to experience the divine timing. In other words, what the soul really came here to experience. And now that you are ready, that it will start presenting itself. Okay? Let's draw a card for that Four of Cups for you there in your crowning energy, the Knight of Wands. So don't rush into anything. Okay? Don't rush into anything beautiful, beautiful, Aries. Give life time, give yourself time, give your heart time, give your mind time. Okay? Because I see you, there might be a sense of loneliness, there might be a sense of fear and panic that's setting in here for you. But give things time. Don't like the worst thing that you can do now is to rush into things. Also there with Judgment at the bottom of the deck, it's about a gentle release. And then in your foundational energy with that Magician energy, we've got the Moon energy, which is Pisces energy, the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Alright? So maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. It's not an easy one. This is quite interesting, this reading, because it's one of those situations where, you know, things are concluding, but it's almost like you are, it's almost like you may have been depending on somebody too heavily. And in a sense, it's almost like you suppressed your own wisdom, your ability, your capability in order to make something work. Because if you didn't, then you would have actually just left the situation ages ago. And it's really, really cool because you're getting into the space of stability with yourself, finances, life, accepting what you're worthy and deserving of. It's really, really beautiful. Okay? Looking at that Emperor energy for you, that overall energy, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. So I can see here, my beautiful Aries, that if you had a choice, you would have changed that, you know, the situation entirely. But you can't. So in that sense, I just see you going into a space where you are really ready for, or becoming ready for very, very healthy love. So the last thing that you want to do in this space is hold on. I don't really see you holding on. But, you know, it is a space of rather moving forward. Clarifying that Eight of Swords there for you and what you don't see coming. So lots of 8 energy here for you. Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords clarifying the Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords. The Hanged Man energy. Whatever's happening over here, you know that you can't hold on to this any longer. Okay? You can't hold on to this any longer, and you don't want to. Because it's healthy, so let it conclude in the way that it's meant to conclude. Gonna draw just one card for the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. So a certain situation, a certain cycle is drawing to conclusion, and because of that a new cycle is starting. So a divine goodbye and a hello. That is pretty much what is happening over here for you. And it's healthy. It's not necessarily easy, but it's somehow getting easier by the day probably. I send you lots of love, my beautiful Aries, and strength. From my heart, namaste. Let me know what's happening in the comments. Remember to subscribe, like and share. I'll see you next time.